Hey guys, this is Chris Merchant, and I want to tell you a little bit about some new little updates that we're doing with our cell phones and apps that are associated with either your business line or your residential line. You can actually have now, if you have a smartphone, or an iPhone, or some sort of Android device, or it could be even an iPad or an iTouch. This is really kind of cool. You can actually download an app in an app store that you can load on your smartphone that allows you to when you make a call out on it, it shows up as your actual business line or your residential line. It doesn't have to be a business application at all. A lot of problems we have with our cell phones is sometimes we want to keep those private. We have a business identity or a home identity, and then we have kind of a personal cell phone identity. We don't want to give that out to just anybody. Well, what we've done is we provided an app for you. It's called Accession that you can download on your phone. And basically, when you have this, it's for $2.45 a month, basically. If you have this, you can make a call out on it, and your customers don't see your cell phone number anymore. They actually see your business or your residential line that you have it associated with. For example, I know some police departments who sometimes rely on their cell phones. They want to be able to call their clients on the cell phone if they wanted to, but if they block their number, their client's going to see a blocked number and they're not going to answer the phone. It's just the way it is. And if they also don't want to give out their personal cell phone number, because sometimes utilities, people use their personal cell phones. So now that they've downloaded the app on their iPhone or their Android device, they actually make a call and it looks like their police department main number. So isn't that cool? So anyway, I just wanted to show you kind of, give you an idea on another video. I'll show you what it looks like. But there are all these features that you can do. One of them is called this call manager, and allows you to do different things with the phone call. And I wanted to show you on the website how you kind of make changes to that. All right, and all you really need to do is open up a website. It's called voicemail.wcvt.com. Voicemail.WaitsfieldChamplainValleyTelecom.com. All right, and it brings you to this website. You type in your phone number, 802. In my case, it's 482-9114. This is just a test number. And then I type in my Commportal password. Now, this has to be kind of secure, because what you're going to see is if somebody was able to get access to this website, they could send this phone call anywhere they wanted to. So it has to be a little more secure. So some of the folks have been asking, why are you making these cell phone or these passwords so secure? You'll see why in a minute. So one of the main things that I like about this is if you have voicemail with us associated with this number, you can actually go into the settings, you can actually go to messages, and you could have it so every time somebody drops you a voicemail message, you could get that message sent to your email address. In my case, it's kmerchant@gmavt.net. So that's kind of handy. It'll notify you, and if you have a smartphone, you can actually get the attachment, and it'll actually have a WAV file, and you'll be able to listen to it. So that's kind of cool. This Commportal is what we're calling this website, is a way that we're going to be able to basically roll out a bunch of different applications in the future. One of them is this whole call manager thing. With call manager, it's kind of neat. You have some things that you can do with this. Suppose you just want your phone to ring like normal when somebody calls it. It'll actually, when they call 482-9114 with this setting, I'll get it on my iPhone as long as the app is on, right? So I just power it up in the morning, it's on. If I wanted to, I could forward this call to someplace else. I might want to, if it's my business number, I might want to send it to my home phone number. I'm working from home that day. It's kind of neat. The customer doesn't need to know that I'm at home or on the golf course, or basically you can send it someplace else. You can have it automatically sent to voicemail. If you say you're on the phone and you just don't want to be disturbed, you're on a long call for some sort of conference call, you can send it directly to voicemail. Now here's where it kind of gets interesting. You can set up rules. So I can have a normal set of rules for normal business hours, say 9 to 5 or 8 to 5:30, whatever your normal business hours. And I could say, hey, use my normal rules at this time, or I want you to use my after hours rules. The after hours rules may be simply whenever somebody calls me after hours, I want it to go directly to my voicemail. Now, you can even go further on that. You can even say, on normal days, in this case, normal days are any day, and then there are special days that are set up, Christmas, New Year's, that sort of thing, that you can set up as well. So I can actually have rules based on time of day. For example, I'm gonna get away from this. I have a normal rule and an after hours rule. The normal rule basically says if you call me during normal business hours, it's going to ring my phone directly. No problem. After hours, on the after hours rule, it's going to, I want it to go to send to my voicemail directly. So I click that, I got to make sure I hit apply. So now after hours. Now, how does that set? In my weekly schedule, I can have after hours. After hours is anywhere from 1 a.m. to 7 a.m. Monday through Friday. And then I'm not around during normal hours on Saturday and Sunday. And then 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. is also considered after hours. And then I have my regular hours, which are from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. What's neat is you can paint this any way you want to. Say I want to expand my hours. Click on that and I paint this. I've got to make sure I hit apply. Now my regular hours are from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And now the phone will act accordingly. So going back to the summary, what will happen is if I check this right here, handle based on time of day, on normal days my after hours rules are going to go with my after hours greeting, basically go directly to voicemail, and my normal hours I'm going to ring normal. I click on apply, and away we go. So it's almost like this sort of, you can kind of throw things around. If I wanted to during after hours, I could set up different kinds of rules. For example, maybe after hours, something a little more unique. Maybe after hours, if I look at the rules, I might want it to go to a home phone or something. I could reject call. Maybe after hours, I don't want it to ring this phone. I want it to go someplace else. That's where you place it. So now it goes to 434-7274 instead. Then you click on finish. So there's all kinds of neat little things you can play with and make sure that this works. So I show you the website because on the phone, once you have, there were some questions around, it says reject calls, send all calls to voicemail, that's easy, ring your phone, normal. But then it said, talked about time-based. And time-based you don't actually set up on this phone. You basically do all the time-based stuff set up on the website. So if I go to the website, under Call Manager, you'll see that it's handled here on the website. Now what's interesting is if I hit this immediately, like you see on the website right now, I'll point to that, you'll see that it's handled depending on time of day. But if I go to my phone, I'm going to say ring my phone on my phone, and then if I refresh the website, going back to the website, you'll see that ring my phone is selected. So it works together in tandem. This is pretty awesome. So I'm hoping you like the idea of perhaps having your business line or your residential line on your mobile device. It's just one more creative way that Waitsfield and Champlain Valley Telecom wants to bring you some cool new products. And so I'm here if you need me. Have a great day, and thanks for listening to my little tutorial.